Chapter 13, Whole Body Rehab. Boy, do I need one after the last 2 days. The next day, you duck into your work early and make a beeline for your office, where you're free to hide behind the huge stack of medical paperwork sent by Hunter and Laurie's doctors. Nothing appears to be broken, unless you count their spirits. With a heavy sigh, you pull out the forms necessary to start a rehabilitation plan for each of them. You get as far as writing their names across the top before the door swings open.
Well, Jules, give it to me straight. I need to know how long my two best players are going to be out.
With the injuries like these, they're probably out for the entire playoffs.
Damn it! There isn't a chance in hell of us winning the first round, let alone the championship, without them.
There's always a chance. The doctors were wrong. They're only doctors. They can't predict the future.
You really think so?
I'm giving you false hope. You shuffle the papers so Couch Howie can't read them for himself. What he needs right now is a morale boost, not the hard truth. The little hard work and a lot of recovery exercises. Their bodies may respond better than expected. Coach Howie shakes his head, dejection in every line of his face.
This is one hell of a mess I'm gonna have to explain to the front office.
Coach, there must be something I can do to help. He sets his jaw and flashes you with his signature Coach Howie look. All business.
Just what do you want to do? What you can to get these two back on the ice and get them working again as quickly as possible.
Getting them game ready is one thing. Getting them to play nice while they do it is another.
Do your best, because everything hinges on it now. With any luck, we might still have a shot at this thing. And if we don't,
then I'll officially have ruined everything. Rehab plan in hand, you stroll in the locker room to find Hunter and Laurie sitting alone on the opposite sides of the room. You're about to head towards one of them when the rest of the team comes bounding forward. Jules, please tell me you have good news. Or mediocre news. Mediocre news is good too. Leave her alone, you two. Could you tell her that from her face that we're screwed? I'm afraid it's too soon to tell. I need to check in with my two patients before I can say anything for sure. That just means you're too chicken to tell us the truth. You don't know shit, shut up. Sean turns to face Laurie and Hunter with a glare and a pointed finger. I hope you're both happy. Your stupid egos can have cost us the playoffs. Two more shallow, selfish, stubborn hockey players. She's not wrong on that, at least. As Sean sits down in a huff, you head across the locker room and nod curtly at both of them. Burke, Malik, follow me. We have a lot of rehab work to do. Because you're both idiots. The mood is icy as you step into the gym. Both of them refuse to look at each other, or at you. I don't know why we're bothering with this. I saw the same medical report. We're out for the playoffs.
She probably wants to make a stand here like the good little hockey players while she picks who to treat first.
Hey, don't talk to Jules like that.
Why not? She's half the reason we're in this situation in the first place.
Kind of, but not really. Laurie's jaw tightens as though he's about to react, until he turns towards you with a hard look. He's not wrong. I mean, he's not. Actually, I was gonna say the same thing. It's all on me, and I put you both in an impossible position. They share a swift, startled look.
It's not all on you.
Yeah, Jules, since when do you give in without a fight? Because it's the only chance I have to be like, our MC is stupid. Anyway, nothing about the situation is ideal, but you two are the only ones who can decide to get along. To your surprise, neither of them puts up much of a protest. Already the tension in the room simmers to a low, slow burn. If it helps, I feel like hell today.
If you think you're bad, you should see the other guy.
Look, I know this is rough, but I'm not about to make a decision of a lifetime over this. And you two shouldn't be giving up everything, either. It hurts you and it hurts the team. I know.
You don't need to rub it in.
Good. Then you can make it up to the team by knuckling down and doing the exercises. You grab your clipboard and tear off the rehab plan for each of them. You hand them the papers and wait while they look them over. Hello, Stability Ball, my old friend. Ah, lucky you. I'm on plank duty. You stand back and watch as each of them goes to the opposite ends of the room to start their warm-ups. You don't like the way Lori is struggling, so you head there first. Lori, make sure you push hard enough to make it hurt just enough. I want blood, I want sweat, I want tears within a 1 to 4 of the pain scale. Lori blindly, or barely even blinks at you. He grits his teeth and pushes through the pain. You can spare me, Jules. I know what I'm doing. You stand back stung by his words, and by the fact he means every one of them. It's my job to check in on you. I think you've done enough already, don't you? Yes. Your shoulders slump as you turn away and head towards the opposite end of the room. Hunter's already showing signs of strain, his arms starting to shake with the effort of holding himself up. If it gets too bad for you, bruised ribs, let me know. There are some easier warm-ups we can try.
Are you gonna micromanage me every step of the way?
That's what a physical therapist does, or at least should do. Hunter, please don't hurt yourself for my sake. I know you're upset, but don't make it worse by trying to prove a point. He turns his head just enough to shoot daggers out his eyes at you.
Not everything is about you.
You take a few steps back, stung and annoyed. Good. They're both technically putting in the work, but they're supposed to be rebuilding trust in each other, too. You busy yourself setting up their next exercises, but you keep watch on them out of the corner of your eye. 61, 62, 63. Thank God we're counting. Would you please count inside your head like a normal person? At this rate, it'll take weeks to speed up the recovery and fix the damage between us. Suddenly an idea takes hold of your mind. Maybe I can grease the wheels of recovery with some extra quality time together. Oh Lord, help me. Maybe it'll bring the two of them together. So then, they can enjoy their lives without you interfering. What? You draw a deep breath and head back to Lori's station. He's done with the stability ball by now and is slowly stacking weights for his shoulder press. What now? Nothing. I just want to make sure you've got a spotter, that's all. Grab a 20-pounder and add it to the weight bar. I haven't needed a spotter since the time you took out the gorilla forward and damaged your rotator cuff. That was one gnarly injury. Lori stops what he's doing and turns to look at you, a smile starting to curl the edges of his mouth. It was, wasn't it? I thought for sure that one would take me out for at least 6 weeks. You gesture for him to take a seat on the weight bench and to take your position behind him. As he grabs the bar and starts to lift, you let your hands fall to his sides. If I remember correctly, I got you back in 2. He grunts softly as he pushes through the pain. Your fingers glide over the heated, rippling muscles of his body. I've always wanted what's best for you. We've had our ups and downs, but the one thing that remains the same is you and me. He pauses his exercise long enough to turn his head and look at you. That's just it. I'm tired of everything between us being exactly the same. I'm ready for more, but you're not. I'm ready for you to finish out the season with a bang. The stuff between you and me can wait. The most important thing is to get you back on the ice. He stops in the middle of a rep to stare at you, his intense gaze swallowing you whole. There aren't many women who could put aside all this personal stuff for the sake of a game. Yeah, well, I'm not most women. You drop a hand to his shoulder and let it rest there, the warm press of your fingers loosening his tension bit by bit. I wish you'd trust me. Maybe not with your heart, but with your body. Wow, I don't know what to say to that one. We've been through so much, just to throw it all away. His hand steals over yours and gives it a quick squeeze before he returns to the exercises with renewed vigor. I do trust you. I'm just sorry for being such an ass this morning. You nod your thanks and step back as he reaches for the weights again. Already you can sense the shift in the air and inside of him. Okay, keep knocking these exercises out while I see how Hunter's doing. He nods, his concentration fixed on his work as you move to the opposite side of the gym.
Oh, goody. Is it finally my turn for a pep talk?
Please don't be like that. This is hard on all of us.
Funny, I don't see you losing your whole career over this thing.
You pull up a chair, gesture for him to sit in it. He does, but with a scowl that shows that what he thinks of him. Don't worry, it's only 9 o'clock. There's still plenty of time for you to screw my career over. Despite himself, he grins. He also allows you to lift his leg to your lap and begin massaging the tightness in his calf.
It's no more than you deserve.
Please know that I never meant for any of this to happen. Take his other leg into your lap and begin working those muscles just as intently. All of this is new territory for me. Dating 2 hockey players, trying to get us to the playoffs, figuring out my own heart.
You think I have any idea what the hell I'm doing?
He pulls his leg back and plants him on the floor, his whole gaze fixed on you.
When it comes to having a real relationship, I'm the rookie here.
I've been taking care of you since day 1, and I'll keep taking care of you for as long as you need. He draws a long, ragged breath. He sees an opportunity and pounce, the pressure of your hand warm on his knee. No matter what else happens, that's a promise. He finally relents, his whole body unlocking as he gives himself over to your care.
Okay, you win, as always. You're the only person in the world I'm willing to lose so easily to.
You can't help the bubble of euphoria from welling up inside of you. It's working. I might actually be able to get these two in a good place. The only trick is getting them there together. You leave the 2 players to finish their warm-ups on their own, while you set a much important training exercise in the middle of the room. The best way to get them on the same side is with teamwork. Yeah, because we've seen how competition goes. You drag a weight bar to the center of the room and start stacking weights on either end. Way more than one person can lift on their own. And for good measure, I'll add my weight to it. You sit astride the bar and clap your hands to draw both of their attentions.
What now?
That doesn't look very official. That's because it's not. You two are highly unorthodox players, so I have to resort to highly unorthodox methods. You cross one leg over the other, pleased to find both of them watching you with more than just physical interest. Neither of you is leaving this room until you can carry this bar to the other side, with me on top of it.
Easy. I don't need Burke for this.
And risk dropping the whole thing on top of Jules. No way in hell, Malik. To your delight, both players approach, eyeing the weight bar as though assessing its weight and balance.
My ribs won't let me do much upper body work, but I could squat from this end.
As long as we take it slow so I can keep my half level. It's okay. I trust you both not to hurt me. You grip the bar with both hands, the players grumbly get into position. If your ribs start to strain, Malik, let me know.
And if you need a break, old man, just say the word.
To your surprise, Laurie releases a reluctant laugh. One of these days I'm going to make you eat those words.
I look forward to it.
A whoosh of air leaves you as they hoist the weight bar between them and shuffle it toward the opposite end of the room. See? Wasn't so bad. The 2 players put down their burden, their arms shaking with effort for the first time in weeks. They aren't glaring at each other.
It wasn't the worst thing I've ever done.
I guess I didn't hate it. The 2 players share a reluctant shrug. They're so close to being on the same side, and yet so far away. I guess they just need one more nudge. This is the part where you kiss and make up. Go on, I'll wait. The 2 rear back as though you just suggested an orgy in the middle of the gym floor.
You want me to kiss Laurie? Not a chance in hell.
What's wrong, Hunter? Afraid you might like it? You can... No, that was actually a good one. You can barely contain your laughter at their over-the-top reactions. Fine. A handshake will do just as well. Satisfaction, blood serious, the 2 hold out their hands and shake. It's not a truce, but it's as close as one will ever get today. And at least they're both speaking to me again. I'm calling that a win. Give it 5 minutes. As the rehab session continues, Hunter and Laurie start to show signs of fatigue. Laurie finishes one set of standing twists and sinks to the floor in relief. Oh, I don't think I'd make it through the last one. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that wasn't your last one. You can hear Laurie's annoyed exhale from several feet away. With careful steps, you make your way towards him and lightly touch his arm. This is the part where recovery gets hard, but I know you can do it. What's the point? The team won't survive in the playoffs long enough for me to join them. If you keep believing that, you're right. The team has this thing in the bag. Are you kidding? They've been up since dawn putting in extra practice. Laurie's shoulders come up a fraction, his mood already looking 10 times better. You're right, we've overcome worse odds before. He sighs as you hoist him to his feet. Just know from experience that the playoffs are a different beast than the regular season. Everything is 10 times harder now. You're about to offer words of comfort, but you're interrupted by Hunter. I hear you. It sucks. But that's just how it goes sometimes. Hunter claps a hand warmly on Laurie's back. As always, next year. That's nice of you to say, but the situation is a lot more nuanced than that. Laurie lifts his arms above his head in a deep stretch, and then immediately winces and brings his arms down. The truth is, there is no next year for me. I'm retiring at the end of the season.
What? Did you know about this, Jules?
I've known about it for a while now.
But you're an institution. I thought you'd be around for a few more years.
You said it yourself, Hunter. I'm slowing down out there. Hunter looks back and forth between you as though he can't believe what he's hearing. That and the fact that you told him he should quit, too. I mean, Hunter ain't Mr. Perfecter.
Man, I remember watching you play when you first started. You took the entire league by storm.
That was a long time ago.
So what? You made your mark. Every kid on the hockey field wanted to be like you. I even tried to model my game after you.
It doesn't look like it stuck.
Not in all of it, except for the hard drive to work harder than everybody else.
You two have more in common than you think. You've been so busy butting heads that you didn't see how you might learn from one another. That's on me.
Don't hog all the blame. Me and my thick skull did more than our fair share.
Now that the truth is out there, an eerie silence descends on the training room. Until Laurie breaks it. Hunter, I've given you a lot of crap this year, but you've got the skills to develop into the team's next big star.
If they don't bench me for the rest of my contract...
They'd be crazy to do that.
Would they? From now on, I'll be known as the young hothead who got into a fight and injured his star captain in his last season. Careers have ended for less, and I don't have Laurie's elite pedigree to save me.
Great. Will become a cautionary tale. Don't end your career like Burke, and don't start it like Malik. Yeah, but what about getting traded or starting over somewhere new?
If any team would even be interested in me, I'm tarnished goods.
Laurie gives a tight nod, his expression unusually flat. I'm sorry, Malik, that sucks. Oh, you mean you guys are just now realizing the consequences of your action, words, and everything else? Man, F-A-F-O. Anyway,
yeah, well, I made my own bed.
The mood settles into a quiet bleakness. There's no more energy left to continue rehab in the room. I think we've done enough for today. The best we can do is get some rest and see what tomorrow brings. The two shrug and work together to stack the weights back where they belong. You try not to stare, but the two of them working side by side, their sweaty bodies gleaming, makes something deep inside you ache. They could have been such a good team together. If only they hadn't let this thing between us take over. Outside the gym, Laurie gives you a warm nod before he parts way. But Hunter lags behind, staring at the memorabilia along the wall.
Guess my days of seeing this are numbered.
Hunter, I'm worried about you. I don't think I've ever seen you this down before. You touch him on the shoulder, but his muscles are locked so tight it's like touching stone.
I'll survive. I always do.
I don't like seeing you this way, that's all. If you want to talk, I'm here for you. He draws a ragged breath and runs his hands over his head. You're afraid he's going to pull away, but he manages to flash you a small smile.
Company sounds nice. I could use some air.
Then let's get you that air. Hunter drives you several miles outside the city, his car winding up steep roadways until you reach a remote, secluded lookout with sweeping views of the harbor. Wow, I didn't think you would know about a place like this. It feels too peaceful for you.
I never had much money growing up, but the one thing I always was good at is finding places to get sloppy drunk.
Is that what we're doing today? He takes a deep breath, stands looking out over the view. His profile is hard, but so well sculpted that he looks like a part of nature.
No, today I'm only savoring whatever time I have left here.
It's okay to be afraid of what comes next in your career. There's a lot of unnecessary uncertainty in hockey.
It's not about being passed up, Jules. It's about every dream I've ever had crumbling around me.
He slides an arm around your waist, his grip almost desperate as he clings to you.
Without hockey, I'll lose my chance at a better life, my chance at making a name for myself, and, well, you.
That's not true. Regardless of who I choose, I'll never forget you. Oh, yeah, no, that makes people feel better. His fingers digging your side. Your chest aches with the need to comfort him in his state.
I think you've done enough damage, ma'am. Hold his hand.
You reach for his hand and let your fingers intertwine with his. The rough, warm surface of his palm feels as right as it always does. For now, you've got the view, the girl, and nothing on your schedule. Life isn't so bad, is it?
It's hard to see how it can get any worse.
I'm sorry I got you into this mess. Please don't be upset with me. My heart can't take it. Oh, because it's always about your heart. He comes. I'm sorry, but listen. Should I just shut up? I don't like our MC. I know a lot of you feel the same way. Like, the story is just, it's like nails on a chalkboard to me. I know, I should probably shut up. He cups the side of your face and stares at your lips, his gaze growing darker with hunger.
I don't like being upset with you. I like it better when I need you.
When you need me? He slides his hand around your neck and pulls you into him. His entire body is hard, hot wall waiting to catch you.
Like right now, I've never needed anything as much as this.
He captures your mouth in a hot, long kiss that leaves you shattered. All the emotion of the past few days has suddenly transformed from anger to heart-pounding lust. His hand slides to your thigh and hooks it with a hard yank. Your legs open wide, your hips pressed against his as his mouth moves hungrily over yours. Oh.
Say that again, Jules. And I'm not giving up this mouth until I'm done with it.
His tongue slides into your mouth, making it impossible for you to do or say anything until he's thoroughly tasted you. It would be so easy to make Hunter feel good and show him how much he really means to me. Listen, I know probably a lot of you don't care, but I'm just gonna keep things to myself. Enjoy the story. You wind your arms around his neck and let him kiss you for as long and hard as he needs, but you don't take things any further than that.
No matter how hard I try to shake you, you're always right under there, under my skin.
You touch the skin in question, your fingers tracing a light, teasing pattern up the side of his neck. I'd apologize, but I like it there. I want you to always be thinking of it. And for you to know that I'm thinking of you too. He regulates his breathing, holds you up by the hips, both of you taking a moment to enjoy the fresh air and calm moment.
Thanks, Jules. It's nice to know you have my back, even if you aren't ready for the rest of me tonight.
The day of your first playoff game arrives. Before you know it, the Snow Tigers are gathered in the locker room, looking as sullen and downcast as you feel. What's the point of this? The last time we played Charlotte Thunder, we lost 0-3. And that was with both Lori and Hunter. You stand back against the wall, too aware of your own role in all of this to speak up. That's enough moping. From the way you're acting, you'd think we're at a funeral instead of a playoff game. Drop the captain act. You don't actually think we're going to make it, do you? I don't know. I really don't. It looks bad, but we should never go down without a fight. Even if it means fighting your own team, apparently. You're the reason we're in the situation in the first place. Hey, you guys. Would it help if he apologized? I know everyone is upset right now. Maybe we should let Laurie say his piece.
It's true. I owe you all an apology. I should have said this days ago, but I wasn't ready yet.
He draws in a deep breath and steps on one of the benches so that everyone can see his tall, lean figure. Yeah, what, all 4 of them? Seriously, this is the smallest hockey team I've ever seen in my entire life.
There's no excuse for my behavior last game. I'm the team captain, I set the standard, and I set a low one.
You said it's so low we could trip on it.
I know. I let you all down and I'm sorry. This wasn't how our final year together was supposed to go.
Our final year? You're retiring after this?
It's time to hang up the skates.
Are you freaking serious? I don't believe it. This can't be how it ends. Listen up, team. No one said this is the end. No, he kinda just did. Laurie doesn't have to be on the ice to lead us. Sheesh. And the way you're all acting, you'd think someone died. Coach isn't on the ice with you. I'm not on the ice with you, yet we're all still a part of the team.
She makes a great point, team. Mood in the locker room shifts as Hunter gets to his feet and joins Laurie up on the bench. Jules and Laurie are right. I'm just as guilty of bringing the team down, but that doesn't mean we have to stay down.
Wait, are they actually agreeing on something?
Shh, this is gonna be good. When I heard I was traded to the Snow Tigers, I was all over the moon. And not only was I going pro, but I was going pro with one of the best teams. And that had little to do with Laurie Burke. It was you guys I was proud to be joining.
Oh wow, Hunter is really rising to the challenge.
It's true. We've always had the best defense in the league, and that's all of you. You're fierce, you're fighters, and you don't let one small setback keep you down for long.
He digs in his pockets and pulls out the captain's armband.
He steps down from the bench and hands it to Sean. I know you're rightfully pissed at me right now, but take that anger and use it to give everything you've got.
You can barely believe your eyes. Everyone leaps to their feet and crowds around Sean. We got this. I'll follow you anywhere, fearless leader. Damn, let's get out of here and give them hell, all 3 of us. The warning buzzer sounds and the whole team jumps to action as they head out onto the ice.
Well, all those rousing speeches got me in the mood to do some rehab. I'll be watching the game in the gym if you need me.
Hunter heads down the hallway, which leaves you and Laurie. Was a hell of a speech. Forget hockey. You should become a politician.
I'm just glad it worked.
You share a small, secret smile before Laurie tilts his head toward the arena.
I decided tonight was a good night to splurge on a private booth for tonight's game. Care to join me?
I wish I could, but Coach will need me to oversee the team.
Not tonight. I asked if an assistant could cover for you so you could see to my personal rehab.
Really? Laurie grabs your hand and tugs you closer to him. Your chest bumps into his with a little jolt of electricity.
Please, Jules. I don't think I want to watch the game all alone up there. Not when there's so much at stake.
In that case, lead the way. You write down a few last-minute instructions to your assistant before Laurie whisks you up to a private booth. From up here, you can see the whole rink. Oh wow, they're kidding about these being the best seats in the house.
They'll be even better if the Snow Tigers actually manage to pull this thing off.
You settle side by side, your thighs pressed up against one another as the 2 teams face off. The moment the starting whistle sounds, you can tell that it's going to be a rough fight. The Thunder are off to a strong start. They're playing aggressive.
Come on, guys, don't let them intimidate you out there.
Laurie's hand steals over, clutches at yours as the defense stops an attack, but barely. Every move by the Thunder is designed to score. Every move by the Tigers is just scrambling to keep up.
We have to do more than just save, we have to play.
Give them a chance. They're still finding their feet. As Alex narrowly saves a goal, Lori grasps on your hand, turns to a vice. I hate this. I should be out there with them. You need to take a deep breath and take it play by play. Lean forward over your knees, and your gaze is intent on the game as Lori's. All we have to do is hold the line. The Thunder will get tired eventually. As long as we don't get tired along with them. As soon as the Snow Tigers call a timeout, Lori relaxes enough to lean back in a seat, his arm draped over the back of yours. Thanks for being up here with me. I'm watching what's basically the beginning of the end of my career, but it doesn't hurt nearly as much as I thought it would. That's because you're stronger than you realize. His hand slips up to tilt your face to him. No, Jules, it's because I'm here with you. His mouth touches yours in a soft, light kiss that drags a moan from your lips. Lori. He shifts his position so that he's fully facing you. Without lifting his lips from yours, he coaxes you to open up and let him in. I'm glad you decided to join me. I need you in more ways than one. The dizzy, breathless effect of his kisses already starts to take hold. The next few hours are going to be tense for the both of you, but you can think of one way to keep your spirits high. Just say no. You entangle your fingers with his and pull his hand into your lap. Anytime the game gets too intense, just squeeze my hand and I'll take care of it. Take care of it how? On the ice, the Thunder have a clear breakaway to the goal. There's nothing between them and the first point except Alex. Come on, Sean, where are you? Without thinking about it, he squeezes your hand, you lift your palm to your mouth and start to slide your tongue up to his wrist, his forearm, his... Great save, Alex. See? Wasn't so bad. Lori relaxes, but doesn't take his hand away. Instead, he presses a soft kiss on your lips. You're right. Keep doing what you're doing, and I might make it through this thing alive. The game continues on this path, with you doing your best to distract Lori while the Snow Tiger continue their hard-line of defense. You and Lori can barely believe your eyes as Sean breaks away from the defense line with a clear path to the goal. This is the chance. Final seconds. You both spring to your feet, press yourselves up against the glass on the booth, and your body still buzzing from your time together. Take the shot, Sean. You've got this. Up to the right, I see an opening spot. You and Lori clutch hands as the Charlotte defender comes at Sean from the side. She angles her body, lines up the shot, and... Goal! You and Lori immediately throw your arms around each other, jumping up and down as the final buzzer sounds. It's the upset of the season. Holy crap, we did it! No, the team did it. You and Lori rush to the locker room to find the whole team dancing, shouting the victory. Hunter steps into the room at the same time, looking as dazed as you feel. That was epic. Nothing can stop us from winning the series, nah. Seriously, you guys, you should be proud of yourselves. Even though both players stand a little aloof, afraid to claim a victory they had no part in, the team swarms around them and pulls them into the celebration. Come on, you two, this is as much win as yours. Every time they took a shot, I pictured I was catching your stupid two faces. And then I crushed the hell out of it. It's a good visual description there. Sean is the last to step up, but she moves with the confidence of a captain who just handed her team the win. We did our part, and we'll keep doing it until you two are ready to get back on the ice. Hear that, Jules? We're counting on you. I'll do my best. You gaze at them, both celebrating with the team, but never leaving with each other. Treating their injuries is the simple part. Working out their differences is the hard part. No, if we remove you from the equation, it all gets better. Anyway, without further ado, thanks for listening. Wow, I was gonna say working. Words? Brain? Are you okay? Anyway, I was going to say they need to be working together and less, against each other, but I guess my brain's ahead of my lips or something. I don't know. Anyway, hopefully you did enjoy. Make sure that if you did, to leave a like, leave a comment, letting me know your thoughts. Like I said, I'm just gonna start chatting up in the middle of the reading. I don't know. Unless you guys, I don't know, value my feedback, like my feedback. I don't know. Let me know. Okay? Um, I always welcome your comments. Pretty much just this is how I look at it, right? This is one of the reasons why I feel like I have no filter sometimes with this shit, because we're wasting, well, I don't want to say we. I just feel like I'm wasting my time. I don't know if you guys are enjoying this or not. A lot of you have left feedback where you're not, and I'm just trying to educate. I'm choking myself, I swear. I'm trying to entertain you guys the best I possibly can, okay? And I say this literally with my hand around my throat because I'm not even kidding. I'm trying, okay? Hopefully I made you laugh. Sometimes I feel like I go over the top with the commentary. Sometimes I feel like I don't. Like, it made, like, some of you have said, I really found your commentary interesting and everything else. And so I'm getting mixed signals, right? And then it could just be me overthinking. Right? It could just be me overthinking. I value you guys' input. I value you guys' your reaction. And I don't want to ruin the story for anybody. Even though the writers are doing a great job at that. Or lack thereof. Again, no filters when it comes to this shit, because I don't want to be wasting anybody's time, especially my own, but especially above mine is yours. And so I just want you guys to enjoy. So again, your feedback is very well appreciated and whatnot. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Love your beautiful faces. Catch you all next time. Peace out.